High school basketball on RoCo Radio, and your pregame show will start in 1 minute and 30 seconds. Local coverage of McMichael High School, Morehead High School, Reedsville High School, and Rockingham County High School on the hardwood will start in 1 minute. High school basketball on RoCo Radio will begin in just 30 seconds. The following is a presentation of RoCo Radio Sports. Local high school basketball on RoCo Radio, your home for local coverage of Reedsville High School, McMichael High School, Morehead High School, and Rockingham County High School, capturing the rivalry games, the important moments, the accolades and the accomplishments, the big shots and the even better assists, and so much more with our high school basketball coverage here on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com. We bring you to the hardwood thanks to our wonderful sponsor, whose passion is to highlight the student athletes on the basketball court, as well as the coaches that help mentor them on and off the field. High school basketball on RoCo Radio is brought to you by Tri-State Steel in Reedsville, distributing quality metals for over 30 years. Our clients range from mom and pop shops and building contractors to large manufacturers and fabricators. Visit us at our 6,000 square foot, fully stocked retail metal superstore at 2513 Richardson Drive, where we can help you meet your homeowner or hobbyist needs. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. till 5:30 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. till noon. From pipe bollards to square tubing to finger guard material and more, our retail metal superstore has several quality metal products in stock in various sizes and ready to be cut to your exact specifications. Call for a quote today at 336-280-4859. That's 336-280-4859 for Tri-State Steel, a valued community member. We now take you courtside for our pregame show as we get you ready for tip-off here across Rockingham County and beyond. It's high school basketball on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com.
Hello and welcome in on YouTube, Substack, or RoCoRadio.com. We've got the opening round of the 4A Girls Playoffs on the way as the 17-seeded Morehead Panthers take on the 16-seeded Cummings Cavaliers here in Burlington for a chance to move on to the round of 32. Jonathan Hatley here with me. Hatley, how you doing?
Doing great. Looking forward to this matchup tonight. We were a little bit concerned about whether Morehead was going to get here or not. They were a little bit late, seemed like to us. You know, they're just now out on the court stretch, and hopefully they'll be ready to get started here in about 12 minutes, which is what we got left on the clock.
And we were here since 1 o'clock. So, look, you got to stay ready.
Kind of feels like it after all that up and down on the ladder.
Yeah, we've got a press box. Hatley called it a bird's nest, something nest. I think it's a Cavaliers nest here. But yeah, nice little press box up in the air.
Got a bird's eye view. It looks like you're watching the game on TV to us.
No. Nope. It looks like you're watching it on NFHS. How about that?
Well, considering the camera's right up here.
Yes. Okay. All right, there we go. So yeah, 16 seed Cummings is taking on 17 seed Morehead. Winner moves on to face 1 seeded TW Andrews in the round of 32 in High Point. Cummings this year, they're 6-5 at home and 6-3 away. So home court is a little bit of actually a disadvantage for them. Meanwhile, Morehead is a better road team than they are a home team. So that's, I don't know, maybe Morehead has road team advantage here.
It's a possibility.
Just a suggestion.
These two teams come into this thing. Cummings is ranked number 214 overall in the state of North Carolina by Max Preps. The Morehead Panthers are 345. Cummings is ranked number 26 overall in the 4A versus 39 overall in the 4A Morehead. But Morehead comes in with 2 more wins, 2 more losses, and a better conference record.
And Cummings started out the season 6-0, and they started out hot. I won't say they really stumbled because 6-0 might just be the opponents you schedule or something, but ended above 500 for the first time in about 10 years, and the average score was about 50.9 to 47.2. So winning by 3 points per game. They had 6 one-possession games, 3-3 in those games, and if you look at the common opponents these two teams have faced, because that can be really telling. Now, especially in basketball. So if you try to do common opponents in football or baseball, it's like that's weird. But basketball, I think it works better than other sports. So both of these teams played against Bartlett-Yancey. Cummings won the first one. They played against Bartlett-Yancey 53-22, and then they won the second one 55-10. So Morehead, on the other hand, only beat BY 43-28 and 55-29. So Cummings beats BY by an average of 38 points per game, and Morehead by 20.5 points per game. 17.5 point difference in favor of Cummings. Cummings played McMichael once. They won by 17. Morehead played McMichael twice. They won by 7 and 4, respectively. So Cummings plays one game. They win by 17. Morehead combined against McMichael wins by 11 points. Edge there goes to Cummings as well. And Cummings against Eastern Alamance, they lost 49-83 and 22-63. So an average loss of 37.5. Morehead losing 12-57. That's a negative 45. So Cummings has the edge in all of the common opponent matchups. Now that doesn't really tell you the whole story, but it's worth looking at, and it's obviously in Cummings' favor.
Yeah, I mean, those point differentials, you've if you're Morehead, you've got to kind of overlook that. You've got to play your game, and the key to beating this Cummings team is going to be to shut down Aaliyah Mitchell. She averages 26.8 points per game, point guard, transferred in from the North Carolina School of Science and Math, along with head coach Jarrell Graves when he came to accept the coaching job here at Cummings. And this is his first season here.
And tonight's story is really about two teams kind of redeeming themselves after a decade of losses. So get ready. These numbers are ugly. If you want to turn down your broadcast, don't go off the broadcast. We want the listenership. Just turn it down. Mute us for a little bit. But if you want to hear the real numbers, so Cummings goes 30-160 over the previous 10 seasons coming into this one. So this isn't counting this season. So over the previous decade, 30-160. They're averaging a 3-16 record. Between 2016 and 2022, there was a 2,168-day stretch of no wins for Cummings. They lost 72 in a row. Now, their new coach, Coach Graves, kind of reviving this program. They get the winning season here in his first year. That's an accomplishment in itself. Now, Morehead, similarly over the past 10 years, they go 40-179 for an average of 18.3% win percentage over the past 10 years. And this is their first year with more than 5 wins since 2016-2017. Their first year with a winning record in at least 2 decades. They were the conference runner-up. That's impressive. But these teams, both with winning records, both of these teams not I don't know what the expectations were for Cummings coming into this year with a new coach and new player and all, but these teams having monumentally better seasons this year than the previous 10 years combined.
Yeah, and Coach Price has done a phenomenal job with this Morehead girls program, taking them from basically a 250 team to above 500 in just a couple of years. A lot of that in part due to Destiny Mentor, their leading scorer, and Aaliyah Abernathy, who is their second leading scorer. It's been a good season for the Panthers. They've played some tough competition, been in some tough games, and so have the Cummings Cavaliers. And in about 5 minutes and 45 seconds, we'll be tipping this thing off, and we'll find out who's going to be moving on and who's going to be watching the rest of the playoffs from the house. My partner, Jay Ramey, has stepped out of the press box for a moment, climbed down the ladder. But right now, we will bring you a brief interview that we conducted with head coach Jarrell Graves of the Cummings Cavaliers prior to this game.
After so long with this team struggling to be able to bring it to an above 500 record?
Man, just to seeing the smile on the girls' faces and just the community that they so much behind my back, and it's just the energy that we get. And like, I'm just hoping the gym can be packed tonight because the energy that what I've been hearing from on Facebook, the Instagram. So I'm very excited about to see that for these girls and stuff.
And how much would it add to that to get a win in the playoffs, not just making it?
Say that one more time. Say that one more time.
How much would it mean to get, not only, it's big to be here, it's big to have a home playoff game, but how much would it be to win this?
Man, it would to these girls right here, probably be a big-time history. It'll be a history thing. And just for me, too, because I was at Science and Math. For me coming here to Cummings with the culture and how everything here, and like I said, been down for so long, man, it would be number smiles, man, number smiles.
And for the fans back in Rockingham County who have never seen this Cummings girls squad, what can you tell them that they'll likely be hearing about for these Cavaliers tonight?
Aggressive, tough ball, hungry. They first won so long. They will be very, very hungry to win this first game. Yeah.
And Aaliyah Mitchell, star point guard, what can we expect to see from her?
Hey, getting after it. She's a junior. She knows she got a lot to prove going into her next season. Right now, she haven't signed anything like that, so she got a lot to prove on this big game, our first playoff game at Cummings High School.
And lastly, Coach, what's the number one thing your team is hoping to do defensively to get the win?
Rebound, steal, aggressive, talking. Just put it in perspective, and people are cheering from the crowd, from helping out from the defense, bringing energy to them and stuff like that.
All right, that's Coach Jarrell Graves of the Cummings Cavaliers. Thank you, Coach.
Man, thank you.
All right, so we're expecting some other games around the county tonight. We've got a few different teams will be playing. Rockingham County girls, Reedsville boys do have a bye into the second round. 3A girls basketball will be seeing McMichael take on Martin County in Martin County tonight. If we have a score update, we'll let you know. Reedsville is traveling to face Ledford, 22 seed versus 11 seed matchup in the 4A East. Then in the 5A, we've got Rockingham County on the bye, as mentioned. McMichael boys taking on Surrey Central, 11 seed versus 22 seed matchup. You can listen to Joe Dexter's call of that on YouTube, Facebook, Substack, or RoCoRadio.com. Over in the 4A boys, obviously Reedsville's got the bye. They're the number one team in the East. And number 23 seed in the East, Morehead, taking on 10 seed First Flight down in Dare County, 5 hours away.
Yeah, Kill Devil Hills.
Literally as far away as you can get, I'm pretty sure.
Pretty much, and still be in the state.
And then Rockingham County boys taking on South Brunswick in another matchup going far to the coast. 19 seed versus 14 seed in the 5A East. Thanks for joining us. RoCoRadio.com, Facebook, or YouTube. We're happy to have you along as these Morehead girls try to advance to the second round. 90 seconds left until this thing tips off. It's probably not really 90 seconds, but the scoreboard said it, so we're just going to.
Well, I mean, you know, they'll have to do player introductions, possibly the national anthem. Carver's got a small little pep band over there in the corner. I'm sure that's not the full representation of their band, but
That would be crazy. That's more like a jazz band.
yeah, it looks like about 3 brass pieces, 4 or 5 drums.
Sure.
But it'll be enough to make noise in a gym.
Oh, yeah. I think one of them would be enough to make noise in a gym. So Morehead getting hyped up before the game. Cummings team seemed like they were hyped up 45 minutes before the game.
Yeah, we were watching them shoot around while we were interviewing Coach Graves. And, you know, they were in here when we walked in at around 4:30.
Yeah.
So
Nerves obviously running a bit high for two teams that have had losing season after losing season. Now they finally get winning seasons. They're trying to move on to face 1 seed. TW Andrews in the round of 32.
yeah, majority of these young ladies probably have no playoff experience, especially in basketball.
Oh, yeah.
With you know, both teams basically holding below 500 records up until this season.
And we'll hand it over to the crowd mic. False alarm.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Cavalier basketball. First, introducing the Morehead Panthers. So, number 1, Taisha Martin. Number 11, Stacy Warren. Number 12, Mariah Cobb. Number 14, Destiny Mentor. And number 23, Alea Abernathy. Let's get up for Morehead High School. And now, introducing your Cummings High School Lady Cavaliers. Give it up for number 1, Ramey Jonathan. Number 3, Alea Mitchell. Number 4, Tiara Ball. Number 23, Zalisha Johnson. And number 34,
Winner moves on to the round of 32 to face 1 seed in the 4A Girls East playoff bracket, TW Andrews. And the loser goes home or stays home in the case of the Cummings Cavaliers. We're happy to bring you the action on RoCoRadio.com, YouTube, or Substack. For the Morehead girls, Taisha Martin, Stacey Juarez, Mariah Cobb, Destiny Minter, Alea Abernathy, the starters. Madeline Wade, the only junior on the team, is out for this one. And on the Cummings side of things, Lanaya Johnson, Aliyah Mitchell, Tava Vaughn, Zalasia Johnson, and Emery May will be the starters. At midcourt, set to jump, it'll be Tiana Booker and Zalasia Johnson. Freshman for Morehead, sophomore for Cummings, both in the circle getting ready for the tip. both standing on the C in the center of the Cavaliers court. Cummings wearing white, Morehead wearing red. Here's the tip. It's tapped Cummings' way. They make it inside. Quick two is good off the backboard and in from Emery May. Up ahead to the other side of the court will be Stacey Juarez dribbling forward. 2-0 lead for Cummings. Juarez is swarmed, looking around for a teammate. Up ahead, stolen. Stolen by May. May gives it up. Her teammate driving into the paint and putting it up too high off the glass. Gets her own rebound and drawing it out will be Aliyah Mitchell. Mitchell moves right. Mitchell to the corner. It's May. May inside to number 23. She dumps it off to Johnson, and Johnson will get the roll. 4-0 lead for Cummings, 40 seconds in. Destiny Mentor dribbles the other way. Mentor loses the basketball, but her teammate Martin picks it up. Martin inside to Mentor. Mentor turns around and does not score. Rebound to Morehead. Going back up with it was Mariah Cobb, and it was blocked out of bounds. 4-0 lead for Cummings, 7:03 to go in the first. Here's the inbound from Aaliyah Abernathy. Abernathy over the top to Mentor. Mentor pulls up for three. Got it. Cummings for Morehead 3, 6:50 to go in the first. Dribbling through traffic, it'll be Mitchell. Mitchell gives it up to Johnson. Far side, corner three to respond. She does not. Rebound by number 14, Destiny Mentor. Mentor dribbles fast the other way. Trying to take the lead from Morehead. Passes inside. Abernathy with the score. And a 5-4 Morehead lead, just like that. Up to the other side of the court. Number 4 passes inside, and Cummings will respond after the score from Emery May. Cummings 6, Morehead 5. Mentor guarded one-on-one by number 1, Lania Johnson. Mentor makes her way through, kick out. Aaliyah Abernathy, no good on the 3. Rebounds Alasia Johnson. Johnson gives it up to Aaliyah Mitchell. Mitchell wearing number 3, dribbles left. Mitchell kicks it out. Here's the 3, and Emery May, who's been on fire this game, misses it. Rebound goes to Abernathy, who slows things down. Only 2 minutes and 7 seconds into this playoff ball game. Both teams going very fast-paced. Destiny Mentor looking to change that. Slowing down things a little bit. Moving right. Guarded heavily, gives it to Martin. Martin to Abernathy, back to Martin. Martin just a couple steps ahead of the volleyball line. Will back up behind the volleyball line. As Cummings is in a man defense. Now Martin sees the screen, gives it to Stacey Juarez. And we've got a 30-second timeout from Coach Corey Price. As Cummings leads at 6-5. Just starting out. Cummings went up 4-0. Morehead went on a 5-0 run. And Cummings took the lead back.
A little back and forth. That's what we expected out of a state playoff game.
And you can see a little bit of the nerves. I don't think these teams usually play this frantically in the first 3 minutes, as their playoff lives are on the line here in this single elimination 48-team tournament to crown the 4A state champions of girls basketball. Aaliyah Abernathy on the inbound after the 30-second timeout from Coach Price. Gets it ahead to Juarez. Juarez inside to Booker. Booker dumps it inside. Cobb loses it. Ball is taken by Johnson. Johnson passes far side to Lania Johnson. Johnson to the near side. It's Aaliyah Mitchell. Mitchell goes right. Takes a 3. Pull up from the wing. No good. Juarez gets the rebound. Has it stripped away by Johnson. Johnson goes up and is fouled. For the first time tonight, the Cavaliers will head to the charity stripe. Here with exactly 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Cummings leads at 6-5 over the 17-seeded Morehead Panthers here in the first round.
I think Cobb picked up the foul.
First one's up and no good by Lania Johnson. She wipes off the bottom of her shoe and stands in for her second free throw attempt.
Cummings all around the paint. They want this rebound.
Johnson misses the second one as well. Long rebound will go to Mitchell. Mitchell goes up and scores.
What a shot. Double clutch.
So 2 missed free throws, but they make it 8-5 anyways as Tiana Booker grabs the basketball. Up ahead to Abernathy. Abernathy throws it away. Steal to Johnson. Johnson on the far side. Johnson drives. Johnson the kick out. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell moves left. Mitchell now moving left again. Takes a three.
That
Top of the
should have been
key.
a
It's
moving
good.
Screen.
11-5. The home team leads it here in the first round. Minter gets it into Booker. Booker back to Minter. Minter driving ahead. Minter far side, Stacy Juarez. Juarez inside to Booker. What a find. 11-7 now. Morehead stops the 7-0 run as Cummings leads it by 4. Aaliyah Mitchell dribbles forward to the far side. Mitchell hands it to Lanaya Johnson. Johnson floats it up and in.
Wow.
A swish from just outside of the paint makes it 13-7.
One-hander from about 5-6 feet.
Minter draws it out. Minter has it tapped away. Booker recovers. Booker to Abernathy. Abernathy back to Minter. Minter on the far side wing. Minter turns around and takes a deep three-pointer. In and out. Long rebound tracked down by Aaliyah Mitchell. Mitchell's got it heading the other way with 3.5 to play in the first quarter. On the far side, it's number 34, Emery May. Emery May up to Aaliyah Mitchell. Mitchell passes to Lanaya Johnson. Johnson too strong on the corner three. Rebound tracked down by Booker. Booker saves it, and it goes out of bounds. Nobody tried for it.
Nobody going for the ball.
Here's the inbound after the lackluster effort. As Aaliyah Mitchell drives to the hole, runs into traffic, and they will call it travel. Took too many steps after running into a brick wall of red jerseys. 3:07 to go in the first quarter. Cummings leads it 13-7 over the Morehead Panthers. Martin gets it to Minter. Minter driving the other side. Minter weaving her way in and out of traffic, trying to take it coast to coast. She's fouled as the hand touched her wrist. Inbound coming from Abernathy.
I believe that one was called on Johnson, her first, team's first.
Abernathy slaps the basketball, gets it up top. Here's Minter, the three. No good. Rebounded number 23, guarded by Martin, and she stepped on the baseline. What an effort by Taisha Martin after Zalasia Johnson pulls down the rebound. A few inches of height difference, but Martin makes her touch the baseline. Abernathy's going to inbound again. Abernathy over the top to Taisha Martin. Martin over to Minter. Minter inside, kick out, and here's the two-pointer from Aaliyah Abernathy. Nice mid-range J, puts it at 9 points total for Morehead. They're down by 4 as Minter is charged with the foul, while Aaliyah Mitchell charged the other way.
Well, it's Destiny Minter's first, team foul number 2 for the Panthers.
Number 20, Lennon will inbound. Lennon gets it in. Mitchell takes a wing three. She likes that spot, and she scores from it again. 16-9 as the 16 seed leads Morehead by 7.
And Mitchell, the 26.8 per game scorer, has got 8.
One of the top scorers in North Carolina for girls action. As Minter gets it into Juarez. Juarez hands it off to Minter. Minter takes a deep three. No
Off
response. Gets her own rebound outside the arc. Puts it up from 2. No good. Booker gets it. Booker has it blocked. Minter comes away with it. Minter through traffic has it knocked out of bounds. They say it was last touched by the fingertips of number 14. Cummings basketball as Lennon's going to inbound. Samara Lennon gets it in to Mitchell. Mitchell now guarded full court by Juarez. Mitchell makes the full court pass as the ball goes behind the backboard somehow. Can't really process how that went down, but Johnson's shot went off the back of the backboard. Morehead basketball.
Yeah, she just got too deep in before she decided to pull up and shoot.
Minter gets to Juarez. Juarez back to Minter. Minter to Abernathy. Abernathy has it stripped. Gets it back. They've got to get up the court. Running out of time is Abernathy.
Dribble,
Abernathy to
you
Juarez.
get it up there.
It's going to be in 8 seconds. And
10-second
it is.
violation.
10-second. I was thinking of the NBA. So 10-second violation on Morehead.
So the tight press of the Cummings Cavaliers stymie the Panthers, and they turn the ball over.
It feels like they've almost relaxed too much since those first 3 minutes that were kind of frenetic. Inbound to Mitchell. Mitchell takes the three, and she does not make it a 10-point lead. It stays at 7. Booker the rebound, and she's fouled from behind by Emery May, who knew she had done it. Pulled her hand back immediately, and Coach
May
Price has
picks up-
taken basically everybody off the court except for Tiana Booker and is speaking with them on the sideline. Here comes the inbound from Kara Joyce. Joyce gets it into Booker. Booker passes far side, and dribbling up the other way, it goes off of Cobb's knee. Panthers lose the basketball once again. Cummings with the basketball.
6th turnover for the Panthers tonight.
Struggle with it against Rockingham County in the conference championship. Over on the other side, it'll be Johnson. Johnson passes it inside. Zalasia Johnson. Kick out to number 1. Who makes the three? It is now 19-9. The Cavaliers in command. Ball knocked away on the inbounds, and they're really struggling on the right half of the court, getting it to the other side. Kara Joyce going to inbound again. Joyce to Booker. Booker looks around. Booker trying to find a teammate. She does. It's Cobb. Cobb almost loses it. And this aggressive Cavaliers defense results in a jump ball, I think.
No, that's a foul call.
Okay, foul is called. As
Gonna be
Destiny
against
Minter,
number
Stacy
23.
Juarez, Taisha Martin, Aaliyah Abernathy will head back to the scorer's table and check in.
Well, Zalasia Johnson, I believe, just picked up her 2nd. Team's 3rd.
Sophomore starter for the team. Might be in foul trouble. Here comes Minter with the inbound on the far side. Minter gets it to Martin. Taisha Martin dribbling up ahead to Juarez now. 10-point deficit for the Panthers here. 7 minutes in to the first round of the playoffs. Minter's got it up top. Minter now moves left. Minter the kick out to Martin. Martin dribbles and draws it out. Now to the near side is Minter. Minter moving right. Minter over to Abernathy on the short corner. Back out to Destiny. Destiny drives. Crazy behind the head pass. Abernathy fails to cash in. Rebound and a jump ball is forced by Taisha Martin, who's been doing great under the basket. Came into this one averaging 1.3 rebounds per game, and she forces a jump ball that keeps it on the red side of the court. Inbound to Martin. Martin to Minter. Minter, big three right here. Doesn't get it.
Oh,
rebound to
Cobb.
And she's fouled on the way back up. So 2 free throws here for Morehead as they're down 19-9. A pivotal moment in the game. You don't want to go down more than 10 in the first quarter. And you want to have some confidence heading into the second quarter. First free throw is off the back iron. Nariah Cobb averaging 4.9 points per game. That's 3rd on the Panthers team. Steps back up to the free throw line. She misses both of them. Rebound pulled down by Mitchell, who's running the other way. Mitchell to Lennon, and Lennon travels after she receives the pass.
I thought for a second they were going to catch Taisha Martin for getting a hold of her, but she had already traveled with it.
Half a minute left in the first quarter as Minter brings it up. Minter spinning and drawing it out to the volleyball line. Now she turns again, kicks it out to Abernathy. Abernathy and Minter have dominated the ball on this half of the court as Abernathy hands it off to Juarez. 15 seconds left in the opening period. Juarez now moves left. Juarez to Minter. Minter pump fakes. Minter drives, puts it up, blocked. Abernathy gets it though, and she puts up a 2. No good. Right for the rebound. Lennon comes away with it, and time expires in the first quarter. Cummings 19, Morehead 9 in the first round of these 4A playoffs for the girls. 4A East matchup between the 16 seed and the 17 seed here in Alamance County. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Tri-State Steel in Reedsville, distributing quality metals for over 30 years. Our clients range from mom and pop shops and building contractors to large manufacturers and fabricators. Visit us at our 6,000 square foot, fully stocked retail metal superstore at 2513 Richardson Drive. where we can help you meet your homeowner or hobbyist needs. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. to noon. From pipe bollards to square tubing to finger guard material and more, our Retail Metal Superstore has several quality metal products in stock in various sizes and ready to be cut to your exact specifications. Call for a quote at 336-280-4859. That's 336-280-4859 for Tri-State Steel, a valued community member.
Morehead Panthers 4 of 16 shooting, 1 of 6 from beyond the arc in the first quarter. Tiana Booker has 2 points. Aaliyah Abernathy has 4, and Destiny Minter has 3.
Cummings basketball as the Cavaliers are ahead by 10.
Well, Emery May has 4 for the Cavs. Lanaya Johnson has 7, and Aaliyah Mitchell has 8.
London Schaffner going to get it in. She's the freshman wearing number 22. Didn't see much of her in the first quarter, if anything. Morehead bringing their starters back out onto the court except for Tiana Booker, who has exchanged places with Nariah Cobb. Wait, Nariah Cobb was a starter.
Yeah.
My
Start
bad.
lineup back on the court.
My bad. Mitchell dribbles forward. Mitchell to the corner. Lennon takes a contested 3, air balls it. Rebound Minter. Minter to Martin. Martin up ahead. Morehead's got numbers. Passes to Juarez. Juarez pump fakes, puts it up. Short off the rim. Rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Now Mitchell's got it. Mitchell for 3. Not that time. Rebound 34, and she's fouled on the way up. So here come 2 free throws from Emery May, trying to extend this already double-digit lead for the Cavaliers.
And that foul called on Destiny Minter, her second personal.
May swishes the first free throw. It's now 20-9 in favor of Cummings. Second free throw in and out. Rebound Mitchell, though. Mitchell under the basket, turns around and misses the 2. Another offensive rebound. It's blocked, and Morehead heads the other way. Destiny Minter now called for a double dribble. So it's Cummings basketball as they are ahead by 11 here in the second quarter, more than doubling Morehead's score. On the far side, it'll be Vaughn. Vaughn passes back to Mitchell. Mitchell now to May. Emery May has it knocked out of bounds on the pass to Lennon. I think Abernathy got some fingers on it.
Boy, talk about a mismatch. Tasia Martin out there on Emery May. She gives up a head of height and probably 60 pounds.
Mitchell to the near side, number 34, short on the 3. Pass back out, and May will miss again. Tipped out to her teammate, number 20, and we've got another miss by Cummings.
Minter gets the rebound there.
Minter passes inside to Juarez. Juarez back out to Cobb. Cobb to Abernathy. Abernathy back to Juarez. Juarez at the attack line. Is guarded heavily at midcourt, and now a 5-second call.
And Juarez is going to have to watch out having that hand up.
Lydia Hatley with a score update in the comments. McMichael boys are up 11-9 at the end of the first. Joe Dexter on the call there on YouTube, Facebook, Substack, and RoCoRadio.com if you want to take a listen. As Mitchell pulls up for 3 and misses it. Ball goes back out to her after hitting a couple of hands. Now it's in the corner. Back to number 20.
Travel.
So travel charged to
Samira
Cummings.
Lennon.
Here's the inbound from Morehead. It'll be Tiana Booker. Third on the team in rebounds, tied for second in blocks. Pass again to Martin. Martin up ahead. Martin gets it to Abernathy on the far side wing. Abernathy up to Martin. Martin turns around. Martin to Minter. Minter inside. Slings it back to Abernathy. Abernathy with a big 3. Back to an 8-point game with 5:55 to go in the second quarter. On the other side, it'll be Lennon. Lennon to Mitchell. Mitchell using her right hand, now stepping forward, has it stripped by Abernathy, and coming up with it is Tyler Booker. No, it's Cobb. Cobb goes up, and Cobb is fouled. So she'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Foul charge to Samira Lennon, her first. Cobb making her second trip to the stripe. 0-2 in her first trip.
Cobb misses the first one. 5:35 to go in the second quarter. It's 20-12 in favor of Cummings as Cobb stands in. Cobb makes the second one. Here's the inbound. It's 20-13. Cummings is ahead as Lanaya Johnson dribbles forward. She had a big first quarter. Here's the kick out. Back to Johnson. Johnson hands it to Lennon. Lennon takes the 3 through contact, missed it. Rebound, tapped away, but coming away with it is Cummings as they will shoot the 3. No good. Fight for the rebound, and it'll end up in Cobb's hands. Cobb's to Minter. Minter facing some heavy defense, slings it. Pass intended for Booker, overthrown out of bounds.
Too tall.
Lanaya Johnson will now inbound or try to bring it up the court. Morehead with the full court press. Mitchell breaks it. Mitchell tries to score. She misses it. Offensive rebound by Cummings and a miss on the way up. There is a foul called, so with 4:55 to go in the second.
Minter.
And a 20-13 game at the free throw line will be Emery May.
And Destiny Minter now has 3.
May makes the first one, so it's 21-13.
Tasia Martin will check in for Destiny Minter, who will go to the bench with 3 fouls.
Not even halfway through the second quarter. 22-13 after 2 successful free throw attempts for Cummings. They've made Morehead pay at the free throw line. Can't say the same for the Panthers. Tasia Martin heads to the other side of the court. Martin gives it to Juarez. Juarez, pass intended for Cobb. Cobb and Juarez were not on the same page, and the ball sails out of bounds.
And Cobb cut toward the basket, and Juarez threw it to where she was.
Lanaya Johnson with the inbound. Lanaya Johnson gets it into Mitchell. Aaliyah Mitchell up ahead to the short corner, and it's thrown away. Tasia Martin comes away with the steal. Martin trying to make it through the defense, and she steps on the sideline. Just stifling defense from these Cavaliers.
They're quick, they're big, and they press the action.
So coming up to the other side of the court will be Aaliyah Mitchell, trying to extend the 9-point lead for Cummings. From just above the elbow, she misses it. Rebound goes to Lennon. Lennon back to Mitchell. Mitchell moves left. Mitchell slings it inside, and May banks it in. 24-13 now.
And May now has 9. She's the leading scorer on the team.
Martin gives it to Abernathy. Abernathy passes back to Martin. Martin has it stolen out of the sky by Mitchell. Mitchell driving to the hole. Up with Abernathy, missed it. Rebound May. May is fouled on the second chance points. So
foul charge to Tasia Martin.
3 minutes, 50 seconds to go in the first half. It's a 24-13 lead for the Cummings Cavaliers. Free throw line, first shot is missed by Emery May.
And Zalasia Johnson will check back in after picking up 3 fouls early.
May will make the second one. So it's 25-13. Cummings leads by a dozen over the 17-seeded Morehead Panthers. Abernathy dribbling ahead, giving it to Booker. Booker back to Juarez. Juarez now goes right. Juarez to Booker. Number 2 holds on the wing. Abernathy takes a 3. No, sir. Rebound tracked down by Cummings. 3.5 to play in the second quarter. Mitchell to the other side, using great ball handling, but it's knocked away. Picking her pocket is Taisha Martin. Martin up ahead to Cobb. Cobb to Juarez, far side. Juarez loses it, gives it to Martin. Martin draws it out. Waiting for the play to develop. Juarez sets the screen. Martin moves right. Nothing else happened there, though, and she is stranded on the wing. Guarded closely by Lania Johnson, gets it to Booker. Booker back to Martin. Martin's open. Martin dribbles forward, passes to Juarez, near side wing. 180 seconds left in the first half. Booker's got it. Booker drives, puts it up, blocked. She is blocked by Zalasia Johnson, who gets the rebound and passes to Mitchell. Mitchell will drive. Mitchell, spin move, puts it up. Blocked by Abernathy. Rebound to Ryan Cobb. Cobb to Booker. Booker up ahead to Juarez. Juarez to the hole. She'll pass it to Abernathy. Abernathy misses the layup. Zalasia Johnson heads the other way. Johnson picks it up, passes it off. Now in the far side corner. Taking the 2 will be Cummings. No good. Knocked out of bounds by Nariah Cobb after Emery May garnered the offensive rebound. The rebounding from Morehead has been atrocious.
Booker will check out. Destiny Minner will check back in, having 3 fouls. She's going to have to be careful.
2 minutes, 20 seconds left in the second quarter. A 12-point lead for Cummings. They're trying to extend it.
Big
blocked by Abernathy. Taisha Martin tries to come up with it. Ripped away, kicked out, and Mitchell drains the triple. 28-13. Cummings ahead. Destiny Minter driving the other way, lays it in. 28-15 now. Lania Johnson has it. Johnson, near side to Mitchell. Mitchell misses the mid-range 2. Offensive rebound, though. Zalasia Johnson misses it. And Morehead will get the steal. Nariah Cobb, the other way, has it blocked, and she's fouled. Cobb goes back to the free throw line again.
Looks like that foul went to Lania Johnson, her first. Cobb will make another trip to the stripe. She's 1 of 4.
It's 28-15.
And they just called Cummings for a delay of game.
Cummings ahead by 13. Here's the first shot from Cobb. Cobb misses it. Nerves might be getting to her in her first playoff game for the freshman, as she's missing at the free throw line.
And Taylor Cisneros will check into the Morehead lineup. She's on for Abernathy.
Cobb misses the second one. So with 1:35 to go, it's still a 13-point lead for Cummings. On the other side, a foul is called as Mitchell will not be shooting 2. They're not in the bonus yet. But it will be Cummings basketball.
They're just one shot of it.
Near side wing, now here's a 2 from the paint. No good, way off the mark. Rebound goes to Destiny Minter. Minter goes the other way. 80 seconds left to narrow this 13-point gap between the two scores, as Juarez somehow saves it from going out of bounds.
Nearly lost it.
Juarez to Martin. Martin near side. Martin throws it away. Another steal by Lania Johnson. Lays it in over Martin, who got back there to defend it. And it's now 30-15. Cummings Cavaliers are ahead. 56.5 seconds left in the first half. We've got a timeout called by Coach Corey Price. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Tri-State Steel in Reedsville, distributing quality metals for over 30 years. Our clients range from mom and pop shops and building contractors to large manufacturers and fabricators. Visit us at our 6,000 square foot, fully stocked retail metal superstore at 2513 Richardson Drive, where we can help you meet your homeowner or hobbyist needs. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. to noon. From pipe bollards to square tubing to finger guard material and more, our Retail Metal Superstore has several quality metal products in stock in various sizes and ready to be cut to your exact specifications. Call for a quote at 336-280-4859. That's 336-280-4859 for Tri-State Steel, a valued community member. And we've got a score update from Reedsville-Ledford girls basketball. 11 seed Ledford leads Reedsville 38-11.
Whew.
At the half. Not goodly. And not on that much of a happier note here at 30-15 for Cummings.
Well, Minner will walk it up to the timeline.
She now crosses it as she's guarded one-on-one by Johnson. Moves past her, passes to Juarez. Juarez just loses it off her chest and out of bounds.
When Destiny Minner has the ball, you'd better be ready for it because she will try to find you, and it'll have zip on it.
And she can do these no-look passes too, to where you can't see it. Mitchell's got it. Mitchell to the near side. Lennon kicks it back up top to Mitchell. Mitchell to the far side, Lanaya Johnson. Johnson guarded by Martin. Johnson back up to Mitchell. Aaliyah Mitchell to the top of the key, now on the far side corner. Back to Mitchell. Mitchell takes the three. Mitchell hits it. 33-15. Cummings leads by 18. Morehead, 8 seconds left in the first half to change that. Minter drives, has it tapped away from behind. Cisneros recovers, kicks it out. Here's Cobb with a three. Airballs it. And we head to halftime. A 33-15 lead for the 16-seeded Cummings Cavaliers over the 17-seeded Morehead Panthers. As we bring you the halftime show. I think, and Jonathan Hatley is going to bring you some stats in a second, but I think the main issue is that Cummings is getting so many offensive rebounds, and while they're getting 2 or 3 shots per possession, Morehead, on the other hand, is lucky if they get a shot up on their side of the court. I mean, they're getting it stolen, they're getting it blocked, their passes are being intercepted over and over again, and Cummings is not shooting that well. I don't have the official stats, but it just doesn't feel like it. And I mean, they're getting shots up, they're missing them, and it feels like Cummings comes away with 2 or 3 offensive rebounds every time.
Yeah, it's a lot of second and third chance points for the Cummings Cavaliers. Aaliyah Mitchell leading the way with 14 points. Emery May with 10, Lanaya Johnson with 9, and that has been the entirety of the Cavaliers scoring their 33 points. Morehead on the other side, Tiana Booker has 2. Lanaya Cobb with 1. Destiny Minter with 5. Aaliyah Abernathy with 7.
How do you get back on track after it's 33-15?
Well, you got to figure out a way to break that press.
Yeah, because
is first and foremost.
I mean, even if you have to be able to break the press cleanly, because I mean they'll get up the court and it's like they've done some crazy pass to make it just across the timeline. You lose the basketball and it's immediately stolen. They need more ball control.
Well, they might could benefit from keeping another player back to help bring it up. First things first, you got to get it across the timeline. This Cummings press has been tight. They're pressuring the ball. They're stepping into passing lanes, and it's resulting in turnovers. They've had a 5-second violation, a 10-second violation on the Panthers side. You got to be disciplined enough to have that count going off in your head. Hey, I've got to get this across the timeline, or I've got to make a move to the basket to break this 5-second count, instead of just having somebody in your face just dribbling with your off hand while they press you and you pick up a 5-second violation. You got to make a move. Mm-hmm. But they've had a hard time, especially in the second quarter, breaking this Cummings press. And they've got to figure out a way around that. But this Cummings team is big, they're quick, they're talented. And Coach Price is going to have to make some adjustments in the locker room.
I agree.
They've shot 6 of 23 from the field, the Panthers have. They've got 5 assists. It's only 1 unassisted basket, which means they're working the ball around. They've got 14 rebounds in the first half, 3 steals, 3 blocks, 1 of 6 from the stripe. So not a great shooting performance by the Panthers so far. Tasia Martin has a rebound and a steal, no points. Booker has 2 rebounds to go along with her 2 points. Stacey Juarez has an assist and a rebound. Nariah Cobb, 1 point, 4 rebounds, a steal and a block. Destiny Mentor, 5 points, 3 assists, 5 rebounds. And Aaliyah Abernathy, 7 points, an assist, a rebound, a steal, and 2 blocks. Basically, the majority of Morehead's production has come from their starting lineup. And with having to have Minner on the bench for approximately half of the second quarter in foul trouble, that doesn't help when you've got one of your best scorers and the team leader in assists and rebounds at the time on the bench in foul trouble.
So it's going to be an uphill climb, to say the least. They're asking in the comments, do we have a Morehead First Flight update? We do not.
I'm going to look on ScoreStream to see if somebody's doing it live. If they are, I will update.
The only update we have right now is that Ledford's up 38-11 on Reedsville in girls basketball. If you could let us know in the comments about the McMichael boys game. Oh, okay. Yeah, Melita did. 27-19, Surrey Central is down at the half. Winner of that game moves on to face Piedmont Community Charter in Gastonia. In the round of 32. Any updates on Morehead First Flight, Hadley?
I'm not finding anything yet. Let's see, basketball. Now, I'm not seeing anything on ScoreStream. Let's check Max Preps.
We've got 6 teams in action around the county here tonight.
Yeah, no update on Max Preps either.
2 teams have already advanced to Thursday. We've got number 1 seed Reedsville and the 4A boys and number 6 seed Rockingham County in the 5A girls, already securing a spot in the round of 32. Everybody else, playoff lives on the line tonight.
Win or go home time. And Coach Price has done a pretty decent job of coaching her team to at least contain Aaliyah Mitchell. She's got 14 in the first half, which is about what she averages.
But a lot of those have been like crazy wing 3 shots, and you don't usually see girls basketball them hitting threes from that distance.
Oh, yeah, I mean, she's shooting from 24, 25 feet from the basket. And meanwhile, Emery May getting rebounds down low, putting back easy twos, and she's done pretty well from the free throw line as well. And Lanai Johnson has kind of had a little bit of a mix of shots. But those are the only 3 Cavaliers who have scored. And that is their I mean, that's not even their 3 leading scorers. We haven't seen Miracle Dorsett, who averages 10.5 a game. And we haven't even seen her on the floor.
Now, the stats aren't 100% accurate. They didn't enter them for all the games. So, yeah, who knows? Maybe she's out with an injury or something. Oh, we've got an update in the comments. Thank you, Angie Belcher. Morehead varsity boys are losing 43-30. Man, I got excited at first. I thought I said they were ahead, but they are down in Dare County facing First Flight. So First Flight has 43, Morehead has 30.
Well, a 13-point game at the half isn't insurmountable.
When there's a 13-place gap between their seeds, 10 seed and 23
definitely.
seed. But there's only a 1 seed gap between the 16 and 17 in this game we're calling, and there's an 18-point gap. 33 for Cummings, 15 for Morehead as we head to the final 16 minutes of action. Morehead trying not to let it be their final 16 minutes of action this season. Aaliyah Abernathy will inbound on the far side sideline. Just to the right of the timeline, gets it into Booker. Booker over to Abernathy. Abernathy from 14 feet, blocked by Mitchell. Mitchell taps it out. Martin recovers. Martin has it knocked away. And now the steal. Lanai Johnson will try to lay it in. She does not. Rebound and put back in midair, but from Mitchell. Makes it 35-15. Stacey Juarez has it on the other side. Juarez loses the basketball and now gets it back. And we've
Backcourt
got
violation.
Angie
That's
says
the
her,
17th Panther turnover.
Angie says her son's at the game. Thanks again for that score update on the Morehead First Flight game. On the far side, we've got a three-pointer from number 3, and Mitchell misses again. Rebound by Booker. 20-point ball game, largest deficit of the night coming early in the first minute of the third quarter as Destiny Minter gets it ahead to Booker. Booker lays it in. 35-17, Cummings ahead. Here's Lennon with a 3 near side corner, switches it. 38-17.
So Samira Lennon scores the first points that were not by Johnson, Mitchell, or May.
Venter's got it up ahead. Now at the volleyball line. Almost loses it. Now she does lose it. Mitchell with the steal, trying to track it down. It heads out of bounds, so they say it was last touch by Mitchell, unable to turn on the Jets in time.
So
Destiny Minter to inbound.
Panthers and Cavs exchange turnovers.
Minter driving forward. Minter in the paint, puts it up. Off the left side of the backboard and rim, she heads to the free throw line for 2. 6.5 to play in the third.
Foul called against Lanai Johnson, her second. And this will be Minter's first trip to the free throw line. Normally a pretty good free throw shooter.
And she makes the first one. Hatley doesn't look dumb as...
There's a first time for everything, Jay.
Yes, there is. That was at least the second time, maybe, ever, as Mentors goes in and out. So it's 38-18.
And we've got an update from Martin County. The Lady Phoenix down 28-20 to Martin County.
I really wonder how she got that update, but okay.
And we've got a
Travel
travel and a
called.
turnover.
Thank you, Melita, in the comments. If you've got any score updates, go ahead and let us know, as 6 of our county teams are on the brink tonight. Mentor gets it in to Booker. Booker back to Mentor. Mentor dribbling forward. Mentor now inside to Abernathy. Abernathy kick out Martin. Martin to Mentor. Mentor wing three.
Oh!
Down the drain it goes. 38-21 now.
There we go.
Mitchell slowly brings it up the court. With 6 minutes to go in the third. Now inside is May. May with a fadeaway jumper. It's good.
Over Abernathy. Good shot by May.
40-21 now. Booker far side. Booker to Abernathy. Abernathy hands it off to Mentor. Mentor almost loses the basketball. Gets it back. Recovering but missing the shot as Lennon heads to the other half of the court. Stops at the elbow. Passes inside. And May puts in another basket. Cummings back to doubling Morehead's score. It is 42-21.
May now has 14 points.
Juarez has got it. Juarez over towards Martin. Martin drives, puts it up high off the glass. And good. 42-23.
Tasia Martin with 2 points on her first shot of the night.
Stepping into the three is number 3, Mitchell. Drills it.
Ooh.
It is now 45-23, excuse me. Cummings Cavaliers with a dominant advantage. 30-second timeout called by Coach Graves of the Cavaliers. Things not looking great, Hatley.
Well, I mean, your team's up 22. They just hit a three-pointer. You know, I'm okay. Go ahead, take your time out. You can't take them with you, but I'm just wondering why.
I don't know.
Well, 4:56 left to go in the third, and the Panthers trail by 22.
Kind of a random time. A little bit of a random time. They had momentum, too. He knows more than us, though, so. The referee asked him, "Are you sure?" No, he didn't. That'll be kind of funny, though.
You sure you want this timeout? You sure about
no,
that?
No, we're not going to give it to you. 4:56 on the scoreboard here in the third quarter. As Stacey Juarez tries to pass it to Mentor. It's stolen by Lanaya Johnson. Johnson fouled on the way up.
Yeah, Juarez got her.
4:45 to go in the third now. 45-23 Cummings lead over the Panthers.
Well, Juarez picks up her first personal of the game.
Shots up and rolls home for Lanaya Johnson.
She's
the
now
starter.
in double digits with 10 points.
It's 46-23. Second shot is going to hit the rim 3 separate times and miss. And a lane violation's called
Lane violation called
on Morehead.
That seemed a little late. I guess they had to wait and see if it was going in.
Second shot is no good either. Offensive rebound, and the score is Zalasia Johnson, making it 48-23. Cummings ahead big. Tasia Martin has it. Martin lets the screen be set, passes inside, and Nariah Cobb loses it off her fingertips.
Panthers now have 20 turnovers in the game versus 12 for the Cavs.
Other side of the court will be Aaliyah Mitchell. Mitchell's in the near side corner. It's Lennon. Lennon the kick out. Here's the three. Way off. Ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Cummings.
They said it was off the hands of Zalasia Johnson. So it'll be Morehead basketball. 4:14 left to go in the third. Inbound goes to Martin.
Martin dribbles past the timeline. Morehead down by 25. Mentor's got it far side wing. Mentor drives. Mentor has it knocked away and stolen by Cummings, but it's stolen back by Taisha Martin as Cummings didn't get a good handle on it. Number 1 passes to number 12, Nariah Cobb. Almost has it stripped. Now we've got a jump ball between Cobb and Lennon.
And the basketball will go to the Cavaliers with the possession arrow.
Halfway through the third quarter. Angel Belcher in the comments tells us it's the third quarter, 3 minutes, 34 seconds to go. First Flight is up 50-35 on the Morehead boys down at the coast.
And that's blocked by Abernathy.
Second shot misses, trying for third chance points, and we've got an on-the-floor foul charged against Abernathy.
Oh, they charge it to Taisha Martin.
So here comes the inbound from Lanaya Johnson. It is called on the floor. Johnson smacks the basketball, passes to Samara Lennon. Lennon guarded closely by Martin. Lennon inside is number 23. She's going to lay it up, blocked from behind by Abernathy, but a foul is called. So she'll head to the free throw line. Number 23 is going to shoot free throws after being fouled by number 23.
Oh, Coach Price.
So Laser Johnson way off on the first one.
Coach Price getting after the official.
She is not happy. Second one's good. 3:31 to go in the third. It's 49-23. Cummings is up 26. Mentor passes to Martin. Martin dribbles right. Martin to the corner. It's Cobb. Cobb guarded close. Tries to fall on it. She's fouled.
So Johnson picks up the foul. Believe that's her fourth.
Abernathy looking around, gets it way up there, thrown into the backcourt. Juarez tracks it down on the inbound pass. Nice hustle by Juarez. She moves left. Juarez gets it to Mentor. Far side short corner, 2, no good. Rebound to Cummings, and Mitchell will drive inside and bank it in. 51-23 now. We're starting to see the hype.
Mitchell now with 21.
Mentor slings it to Martin. Martin in the corner to Abernathy. Abernathy back up to Martin. Martin dribbling at the top and handing it off to Mentor. Mentor inside Abernathy. Abernathy kicks it out near side wing. It's number 1. Throws it off the foot of Cobb. She recovers it. Cobb loses it, gets it back. Foul call.
That one goes against Emery May, her second. Tiana Booker will check in for Cobb.
Scoreboard update from Ledford Reedsville. It's 57-21 in girls varsity action.
So Ledford's put the running clock on the Lady Rams.
Yep. 28-point game here in Alamance County.
And London Schaffner has checked into the game for Zalasia Johnson.
Abernathy misses the 3. Long rebound tracked down by Cummings. Mitchell heads to the other side. Mitchell takes the 3 and hits the and 1. She's got a chance for a 4-point play.
Wow.
As they have their largest lead of the night, 54-23.
And Taisha Martin picks up her third.
Mitchell here to shoot 1, I mean. So
she's
a 4-point play completed after the far side wing 3 and 1. It is 55-23, so she's got more points than Morehead. Yikes. Near side, Minter to Booker back to Minter under the basket, passes to Abernathy. Abernathy's blocked by Mitchell, and we've got a foul call. Controversial foul call.
Well, the player it was called on thought it was controversial anyway.
A couple of fans did too, but I feel like nothing's controversial when you're up 32.
Well, Leah Mitchell picks up her first personal and will put Abernathy on the line for 2.
Abernathy takes a dribble and sends it into the air. No good. Going to shoot a second one. As Melita gives us a scoreboard update from Western Rockingham. McMichael is up 45-31 on Surrey Stenstrel. Abernathy nets the second one, so it's 55-24. On the far side, it'll be Lanaya Johnson. Johnson loses it on the way up. Rebound number 22. Johnson goes back up, miss, and ball
Rebound
batted
to
around
Juarez.
again. Morehead's got it. Ball knocked away, ball on the ground. Juarez went flying for it. It'll be Morehead basketball. Giving it to Minter with 100 seconds left in the third. Minter pump fakes the pass, drives, has it tapped away by Mitchell. Mitchell up ahead, and it'll be Lanaya Johnson being fouled as she hit the floor.
And Booker pushed her from behind, gets called for the personal. And that's going to put, that's the bonus. It's going to put Lanaya Johnson on the line to shoot 2.
Lanaya Johnson's first free throw is in and out and misses. With 1:32 to go in the third. 55-24, Cummings ahead by 31. Second shot is no good either. Minter gathers the rebound. Minter launches it, nobody there.
And it rolls out of the gym.
But it bounces back into the gym after the door saves it. Nice pass from the door back to the official as Cummings leads by 31. And we've got another timeout from Cummings head coach. It'll be a full timeout. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Tri-State Steel in Reedsville, distributing quality metals for over 30 years. Our clients range from mom and pop shops and building contractors to large manufacturers and fabricators. Visit us at our 6,000 square foot, fully stocked retail metal superstore at 2513 Richardson Drive, where we can help you meet your homeowner or hobbyist needs. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. to noon. From pipe bollards to square tubing to finger yard material and more, our retail metal superstore has several quality metal products in stock in various sizes and ready to be cut to your exact specifications. Call for a quote at 336-280-4859. That's 336-280-4859 for Tri-State Steel, a valued community member. Here's the inbound to Mitchell. Mitchell passes to Lanaya Johnson. Johnson to the near side, number 20. Here on the wing, Lennon dumps it off to Mitchell. Mitchell showing her ball handling skills, moves right, passes it to number 22 in the corner, airballs it, rebound, tracked down, kicked out. Lennon in and out on the three from the same spot she hit it from in the third. As Destiny Minter drives the other way after the pass and scores 2. 55-26 now.
Good rebound and pass down court from Booker to Minter, and Minter gets the lay-in.
Brings it back within 30. Mitchell trying to change that. She does not. Rebound by Abernathy. Abernathy guarded closely in the backcourt. Gives it to Juarez. Juarez up to Minter. Minter heads to the basket. Puts in 2 from outside the paint. It is now 55-28 with 20 seconds left to go in the third. On the far side corner, now up to Emery May. May hits the back of the rim on the 3. Up to Martin. 10 seconds left. Martin to Juarez. Juarez almost loses it. Passes it in. Gets it. Hands it to Minter. Minter misses the 3. 1 second left in the third, and we head to quarter number 4. 55-28. Another dominant quarter by the 16-seeded Cummings Cavaliers over the 17-seeded Morehead Panthers after historic seasons for both squads. And it's looking more and more like The Cummings Cavaliers will be the opponent for number 1 seed T.W. Andrews in the 4A East half of the girls bracket. Thanks for joining us on RoCo Radio's Facebook, YouTube, or Substack.com. If you're with us on Facebook, I don't know how. We're not on Facebook. I didn't mean to say that. YouTube, Substack, RoCoRadio.com. That was rough. But we're there. And if you're listening on there, we're happy to have you along. Let us know where you're listening in from in the comments. Angie tells us in the comments that First Flight is up 60-43 on the Morehead boys. 10 seed versus 23 seed matchup. And Melita's telling us that the McMichael boys are up 45-31 on Surrey Central. RoCo Radio is covering that right now. Joe Dexter with the call. So if McMichael wins, they'll be playing Piedmont Community Charter, the 6th seed, on Thursday for a chance to play again on Saturday in the 3rd round. Reidsville's losing badly to Ledford in girls action. And we don't have updates on the other games. But we do know Rockingham County girls and Reidsville boys will be playing on Thursday, thanks to earning a bye into round 2. Minter's going to dribble up ahead, 27-point ball game here in Alamance County as Minter dribbles right. Minter to the near side, Abernathy. Abernathy moves left. Abernathy turning around, giving it to Minter. Minter on the near side wing. Minter back to Abernathy. Abernathy holding on and giving it to Minter. Minter loses it after an almost steal from Lanaya Johnson. Ball on the ground and
Jump
tied
ball
up.
will belong to the Cavs.
Whereas, and Mitchell getting hands on it. Up the other way comes Lanaya Johnson. Lanaya Johnson dribbling right. Now on the far side wing, passing it to Lennon, cross court. Lennon back to Johnson. Lanaya Johnson pump fakes on the short corner, throws it away into the back court, and Lennon will take it and hit it to the referee. Morehead basketball.
Yep. Backcourt violation.
Morehead 9 threes away from tying it. I say you just shoot it from the perimeter a lot.
Why not? Set up Minter and Abernathy from beyond the arc. Let them throw them up there.
Worst thing that can happen is you lose. So that's it. Booker to Abernathy. Abernathy takes a 2.
Oh,
and
nice
scores
little
it.
play there.
55-30. Still a 25-point lead for Cummings. Morehead going on a little run as the ball's not out of bounds.
Abernathy now with 10 points. Minter has 13.
Juarez has it up ahead. Juarez dribbling right. Juarez back to Minter. Minter steps up. Minter to Abernathy, far side wing. Now moves right. She takes a 3 like we told her to, but misses it. Ball goes out of bounds, and they say it was last
Called
touch
off
by
of Lennon.
And in the comments, we are learning that my mama is listening in from my house. or my home. I don't own the house. I don't own the home either. 6:41 to go in the 4th. Here's the inbound to Martin. Martin gets it into Juarez. Juarez to Booker. Booker kicks it out. Abernathy, wing 3. Got it that time. See? Listen. We told her. She made it. Might have missed it the first time. That's okay. 55-33 now, and that three-pointer is off target.
Lennon tried to answer. Rebound goes to Zalasia Johnson.
I think we've got an 11-0 run here for Morehead or something like it. Another offensive rebound for Cummings. Cummings back up to Lanaya Johnson. Lanaya Johnson to the near side Lennon. Now a three-pointer from number 34. Missed it. Rebound number 23, and she is called for a travel. Referee didn't look like he was sure.
Yeah, I thought he was going to get Booker on the foul there. But
he said, I saw something there, and I need to blow my whistle, and then I'll figure out the rest later. He was right to blow the whistle, though. Something did happen. Martin's got it on the other side. 22-point ball game. Booker out to Abernathy. Abernathy pump fakes. Abernathy back to Martin. Martin steps into a long 2. No, she doesn't. Pump fakes. Kicks out to Juarez. Juarez to Booker. Booker to Juarez. Juarez pump fakes. Puts up a 2. Not good that time. Booker tracks down a long rebound. Booker to Minter. Minter loses it. Ball on the ground, and Minter and Lanaya Johnson tied up for the jump ball.
Ball will stay with the Panthers.
Melita's listening from Western Rockingham County. Thanks for listening in, Melita. Minter's got it far side corner. Minter back to Martin. Martin to Juarez. Juarez to Booker. Booker takes the 2. Short. And a rebound by May. Emery May hands it off to Mitchell. Aaliyah Mitchell on the near side wing. Screen is set by Zalasia Johnson. Mitchell thinks about a top of the key 3. Passes to Lanaya Johnson. Lanaya Johnson off the mark. Offensive rebound now under the basket. Emery May receives the pass from Zalasia Johnson and puts it in. 57-33, breaking the scoreless streak that spanned back to the third quarter, and we're 3 minutes into the fourth. Inside, it's Minter. Minter up and under the basket. Kick out. Martin pump fakes. Martin drives. Martin out to Abernathy. Abernathy turning around and giving it to Juarez. Juarez waiting on her teammates. Moves right to Abernathy. Abernathy contested 3. Nothing but net. It's 57-36 now. A 19-point game with 4:20 to go in the fourth.
Leah
21-point
now
game,
with 16 points.
Under the basket, number 34 is May. May kicks it out. Short off the rim is Cummings, and Morehead will score on the other end. It's Taisha Martin. 57-38. Now it's a 19-point game. Exactly halfway through the fourth. Final period coming to a close as Lennon will miss the 3 on the near side. Minter gets the rebound, almost has it knocked away, gets it back. Minter puts it in, strung off the glass. 17-point game now, 3.5 to go in the fourth. It's been a ferocious run by the Panthers.
Minter now with 15.
I think it's been a 16 or 18-2 run as under the basket, Cummings will miss, and a foul is called on the way up with 3:23 to go in the fourth.
That foul is called on Juarez, her second. And it's going to put Emery May at the free throw line, who already has 16 points.
And on the out-of-town scoreboard update, the Reedsville girls basketball season has ended. 22-seed Reedsville loses to 11-seed Ledford. Final score 59-25.
Emery May makes the first end of her 2 shots. Brings the score 58-40 in favor of the Cavs.
Panthers making a good showing some fight.
And they're not giving up in this fourth quarter. May
second one's good too, so it's 59-40. As Stacey Juarez heads to the other half of the court. Juarez to Minter, near side wing. Minter drives, turns around. Minter loses it, gets it back, draws it out, gives it to Juarez. Juarez at the volleyball line. Juarez guarded closely, almost loses it, grabs it back. Juarez to Abernathy. Abernathy
she got
is
fouled.
With 3 minutes, 4 seconds remaining in the fourth. Morehead down by 19.
Looks like the foul went against Lanaya Johnson, her third.
Inbound from Minter. Back to Taisha Martin. Martin dribbles up the court and holds on. Martin now moving right, giving it to Minter. Minter along the baseline, up and under, puts it up, no good. Rebound by Cummings.
Tough reverse effort there from Minter, just off the rim.
The Cavaliers head the other way, and here's the score once again.
Mitchell drove the lane, dished off to May. May's got 20.
Cummings leads by 3 touchdowns, 2.5 to go in the fourth here in Burlington. Destiny Minter's got it. 2 minutes, 25 seconds left on the season for the Panthers as the ball goes out of bounds, and the Cummings Cavaliers will head to the other half of the court.
Cobb loses that one. Turnover advantage for the Cavs now 16-24.
Lanaya Johnson passes it. Now inside, number 34 misses. Destiny Minter's got it. Minter drives to the other half of the court. Minter inside, kick out. Martin the three. No good. Rebound, long rebound, tracked down by Lennon. Lennon races the other way on the sideline. Lennon dumps it inside, and here's a nice basket from Zalasia Johnson. 63-40 now. 110 seconds left on this historic Morehead girls season. Destiny Minter takes a deep three, is blocked by Mitchell. Zalasia Johnson with the ball, gets it up to Mitchell, who misses the layup, but she's fouled.
Now Juarez bumped her pretty good coming from across court on that layup attempt. Mitchell unable to put it in for the and one effort. She'll get 2 shots.
Minute 39 to go in the fourth, as the first shot's up again, 64-40, as the Cummings Cavaliers look like they will be moving on to face T.W. Andrews. The Morehead girls starters check off the court.
And Coach Price will clear the bench.
If you have any scoreboard updates in the comments, please let us know. Here's Mitchell's second free throw. Up and good. 65-40 here in Burlington, as they head the other way.
Cisneros will bring it up.
Cisneros loses it. Lennon with the steal. Lennon driving to the basket, blocked by Cisneros, but she's going to foul her.
Hammered hard from behind.
Angie Belcher telling us that Morehead is losing 74-47 to First Flight with about a minute to go in the fourth. I think that's what she means, as Lennon's first free throws down the hatch, 66-40. So it looks like we might only have 3 teams left.
And Aaliyah Mitchell with 27 points is checked out of the game, getting her season average. Emery May also checks out with 20.
Second free throw from Lennon is no good. Rebound will be tracked down by Cisneros. Almost stolen from behind, switches to the left hand to save it. Crosses the logo. Cisneros moves left. Cisneros puts up a high 2-pointer. Off the glass, no good. Rebound Cummings. Zalasia Johnson to the other side. Lennon will bank
cherry
it in.
picking there. Lennon's got 6.
68-40 now with 65 seconds to go in the fourth. Cisneros slowly crosses the timeline. Cisneros has it stripped by Zalasia Johnson. Johnson on the far side and handing it off to Samaya Lennon. Lennon throws it out of bounds to her bench. 48.4 seconds left.
Would have been a great bounce pass to Coach Graves.
Yeah, if only he was a player.
And
it would have been
Egypt
great.
King will make her first appearance in the game.
He would have been wide open, too.
Destiny Minter and Aaliyah Abernathy will check back in for the Panthers.
2 seniors wanting to end their careers on the court. I believe they're the only 2 seniors.
Yeah, let them play out their last 48 seconds of basketball.
Cisneros gets it to Minter. Minter into Booker. Booker takes the 2. The freshman misses it. Rebound Cummings. Abernathy ties her up. Jump ball goes Cummings' way.
Yep, arrow belongs to the Cavs.
Leah tells us that the McMichael boys did win, so they advance to face 6th seed Piedmont Community Charter in Gastonia on Thursday.
Big win for the Phoenix. Their first playoff win, I think, since the mid-2000s.
On the far side, now up ahead to Lennon. Lennon draws it out. Lennon to the near side. It's in the corner. Back up. Stolen by Minter. Minter heads the other way in her final 15 seconds in a Morehead jersey. Puts it up, and it's good. 68-42. One last score for Destiny Minter, as Samaya Lennon of the Cummings Cavaliers will likely dribble it out. 4, 3, 2, puts it up, crazy shot. Booker the rebound, Minter slings it ahead after the buzzer, hits the backboard, and that'll do it. The 16-seeded Cummings Cavaliers girls basketball squad wins it 68-42 over the 17-seeded Morehead Panthers. Historic seasons for both squads, and Cummings comes away with a chance to face T.W. Andrews, the number 1 seed in the 4A East, in High Point this Thursday. The Morehead Panthers head home after a very successful season, achieving their first winning season in over 2 decades. And the Cummings Cavaliers, who had a 2,000-day stretch without a win between 2016 and 2022, and coming into this year were averaging a 3-16 record over the past 10 years, have continued to improve their year. They will take a photo at center court to celebrate the victory, as Coach Graves and his team should be very proud of this victory in Burlington. They'll head west to Guilford County next, and the Morehead Panthers will head home. Jonathan Hatley is going to bring you the stats, then we'll tell you a little bit about the rest of our county teams, and we'll head out of here after the end of Morehead season.
Well, in a winning effort, the Cummings Cavaliers scoring: Zalasia Johnson with 5 points, Samira Lennon with 6, Lanaya Johnson with 10, Emery May with 20, and Aaliyah Mitchell with 27 points. Over on the Morehead side, Nariah Cobb with 1 point, Taisha Martin with 4, Tiana Booker with 4. Aaliyah Abernathy with 16 points in her final game, and Destiny Minter with 17 points in her last game as a Morehead Panther. Taisha Martin had an assist, a rebound, and 2 steals to go along with her 4 points. Tiana Booker had 3 assists, 7 rebounds to go along with her 4 points. Stacy Juarez, no points, had 5 assists, 2 rebounds. Nariah Cobb with 1 point, 4 rebounds, a steal, and a block. Taylor Cisneros had 1 rebound. Destiny Minter, 4 assists, 9 rebounds, and a steal to go along with her 17 points. And Aaliyah Abernathy, 1 assist, 2 rebounds, 1 steal, 3 blocks to go along with her 16 points.
What do you think the number 1 issue for Morehead was tonight?
I think it was just taking care of the basketball. They lost the turnover battle 18-26. And that pressure from the Cavs, especially in the second and third quarters, seemed to get to the Lady Panthers. They committed a lot of turnovers, a lot of unforced errors as well. Now, I don't know if it was a case of nerves or if
well, I mean, they're playing a good basketball team.
Yeah, I mean, if Cummings had them that outclassed, we'll find out when Cummings travels to High Point Andrews Thursday. Andrews is a very good girls basketball team. You know, we got to cover them last year in the Mid-State Conference Tournament. And, you know, I thought that they had a shot at winning state. And they took an earlier exit than I expected last season in the 2A. And they seem poised with the 1 seed to make a deep playoff run in the 4A state championship this year.
And now we'll take a look at some playoff updates from around the county. Don't have an update on the Michael girls and Martin County. Melita did provide an update earlier in the night to give us an idea of where it was. Martin County was ahead 28-20 at that time. Winner of that game moves on to face Green Central, the 5 seed, in the 3A West, 3A East, actually. And in 4A action tonight, Cummings beats Morehead here in a 16-seed, 17-seed matchup. Winner, the Cummings Cavaliers, will face T.W. Andrews on Thursday. And Reedsville got blown out by Ledford, the 11 seed. So Ledford will move on to face Southwest Edgecombe. That'll be a trip in 4A East action. Don't have an update on Orange versus Havelock. Winner of that game will face Rockingham County girls basketball, the 6th seed, on Thursday. In 3A boys action, the McMichael boys take down Surrey Central. McMichael was the 11th seed, Surrey Central the Western 22 seed. So now McMichael will be heading down to Gaston County to face the 6th seed, and if they win that one, they would probably be playing against North Forsyth, the 3 seed in that portion of the bracket, in the round of 16 or the regional quarterfinals on Saturday.
Not North Forsyth, North Stanley.
Yeah, my bad. My bad. I was half right, I guess. Half right. Then Reedsville will be playing the winner of Anson and Southwestern Randolph. We don't have a score update there. Ledford is going to be facing First Flight after Morehead fell in boys action. We've got Angie, who gave us score updates throughout the night. Says, quote, 79-51 Morehead boys lost. K-Money got a dunk. People that know the Morehead team know who I'm talking about. We all root for him. Unquote. She's talking about Cavante Hampton?
Probably.
I would assume so. So 79-51, First Flight gets the win over the Morehead boys, and they move on to face 7-seeded Ledford, whose girls team took down Reedsville tonight.
We have no update that I can find on the Anson Southwest Randolph game.
And finally, Rockingham County, the 19th seed on the east half of the 5A boys bracket, went down to South Brunswick in Southport to face the 14th seed. And we don't have a score update there. We know that the winner of that will be facing 3-seed Eastern Alamance in boys action. Melita says she's trying to find out about the Lady Phoenix. It's fine if you can't, but we'd like a score update there. Thank you guys so much for joining us. RoCoRadio.com, YouTube, or Substack. We were happy to have you along for playoff action from Burlington, even though it didn't end Morehead's way. Glad you spent your Tuesday evening with us and some midweek playoff action. We'll be back on Thursday. Make sure that you're following us on Facebook. The games aren't finalized yet where we'll be covering. Look, most of these teams don't even know who they'll be facing next. So make sure you're following us on Facebook. It'll tell you where we'll be broadcasting the action on Thursday, and hopefully where we'll be broadcasting on Saturday. And make sure to subscribe on our YouTube, and make sure your notifications are enabled so you know whenever we're going live. Or you can do that on Substack. That's what I do on RoCoRadioSports.substack.com. So, Hatley, what's your first round takeaways? No real huge surprises as of yet. I mean, maybe somebody will find out something from a game. But, yeah, round of 48. What's your take?
Well, it seems like so far the home court advantage has been good to teams, which is to be expected. You know, you're the higher seed. You're playing at home. That automatically should give you the advantage. It was certainly good to the McMichael Phoenix tonight, coming away with a victory at home for the boys. You know, being away was tough for the Morehead Panthers tonight, a 26-point loss. The Reedsville Lady Rams go down to Ledford and lose their first-round game. Morehead Panthers boys go to Kill Devil Hills to First Flight, lose their first-round game. We don't have a Rockingham County boys score that I know of, but
yeah, I don't know the score there either.
You know, they were going down to face a tough team at South Brunswick, and you know we almost asked for that game. That'd have been quite a road trip, about 4 hours down to the beach.
First flight would have been funnier.
Oh,
5
yeah,
hours
yeah.
away. I think we could probably be in, I don't know, Missouri faster than that.
It wouldn't be too far off. You could definitely be in Kentucky first.
Could be in West Virginia first. What states can you be in 5 hours from Rockingham County?
Virginia, Tennessee, South Carolina.
Georgia?
That might be pressing it just a little.
Well, where is Atlanta in Georgia? I went to a Braves game, and it was a 6-hour drive.
It's a little ways down from the border. So, yeah, if you took the right route, you might could be in Georgia in 5 hours.
If you ride with Hatley, you'll be in Georgia in 5 hours.
No.
Well,
Not at
thank you
this
guys
point.
so much for listening in. You can also be in Dare County in 5 hours. Wow. So, thank you guys so much for listening in. YouTube, Substack, RoCoRadio.com. Tough loss for the Morehead girls after an incredible season. Their first winning season in over 2 decades comes to a close. Destiny Minter's career comes to a close. Aaliyah Abernathy made a big impact her senior year with these Morehead Panthers. That comes to a close. But it was a good season overall. 16-seed Cummings defeats 17-seed Morehead, and they move on to face T.W. Andrews after a big win over the Panthers. Final score 68-42 here in Burlington. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening to our coverage of high school basketball on RoCo Radio. Brought to you by Tri-State Steel in Reedsville. Distributing quality metals for over 30 years. Our clients range from mom and pop shops and building contractors to large manufacturers and fabricators. Visit us at our 6,000 square foot, fully stocked retail metal superstore for all your needs at 2513 Richardson Drive, where we can help you meet your homeowner or hobbyist needs. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. till 5:30 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. till noon. From pipe bollards to square tubing to finger guard material and more, our retail metal superstore has several quality metal products in stock in various sizes and ready to be cut to your exact specifications. Call for a quote today at 336-280-4859. That's 336-280-4859 for Tri-State Steel, a value community member. To find the fully archived broadcast of this game, make sure you follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/Radio Rockingham, or on YouTube by searching for RoCo Radio. And you can find all of our broadcasts on your favorite podcast platform. Just search for RoCo Radio. Take care, and to find out where we'll be next, make sure you head on over to our Facebook page for more information. We'll see you soon with more coverage on the hardwood of high school basketball across Rockingham County.